I'm hesitant to make a video on the full patch notes, mainly because my view on it is really negative. I know a lot of people don't like negativity. Lately I've been really negative playing Dirty Bomb, especially streaming, and I can feel like some people have gotten annoyed by it, but it's just the fact that my FPSs have dropped, and there's just a lot of things I don't agree that happened. So unless you guys want me to talk in something specifically like a nerf and what my opinions are, I'll probably keep it to myself instead of going full rage mode, or I'll try to like contain myself instead of being heat in the moment. But mainly, long story short, everything in this patch, 75% of it I disagree with, I don't think was necessary, and then like 25% I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, that's nice. One thing I definitely want to talk about, Rhino is straight busted now. Well, he's not straight busted, he just feels way more accurate than he should. Like 10% doesn't feel like it should be that much of a difference. But like the positions you put yourself as in a Rhino, you kind of want to be short range anyway. And now if you extend like an alleyway or like just like you'll see at the end of the video, like I'm at top of the escalators, like even that distance, but like before was kind of sketchy if I want to aim all the way over there where they come through the door. But now I just felt actually completely secure. I was getting a lot of these hits from long range, and I felt really secure as a Rhino player, not knowing I'm gonna die. Before, I never thought Rhino was really busted, right? I always imagined Rhino as like one of those mercs where if you get caught close up, you're pretty much fucked. There is a chance you can kill him, and you know all you have to do is jump around him and stuff, because while you're spinning up, you are pretty slow. One of the main things that only annoyed me playing against the Rhino is the aim punch. If you guys don't know, aim punch is something that is just randomness that happens when you get hit. So say I'm shooting you in the head, but you want to shoot me back in the head, and your crosshairs are right on my head, but I shot you first. Aim punch will make it so you're going to recoil all over the place, and you're not going to hit my head. It's going to be very inconsistent. That's my main grief with Rhinos. If they got rid of aim punch in the game, Rhino to me wouldn't even be that big of a deal, because landing headshots on Rhinos, let's be honest, is actually pretty easy, and he's really easy to take down, in my personal opinion. I know some people feel very strongly against it, like that Rhino's like a really good merc, but I've never actually feared a Rhino. To be honest, I've always feared Sparks, but now ever since like these nerfs, I don't even consider Sparks that much of an issue anymore. But I think they went too far on Sparks, but that's a different video if you guys want me to talk about. But yeah, let's talk about what they did to Rhino. So they increased the minigun spin-up time by 150 milliseconds. Let me tell you, I was using the nitrous card, and wow, even with the nitrous card, it felt like a really long time. It actually, I haven't tried it without the nitrous card, but just like getting a 40% increase, I could just imagine how long it'll take. That just seems a little bit ridiculous for him. Like initially this seems like a nerf, right? Like, and it is a nerf, but then they say reduce the minigun maximum bullet spread by 10%, which felt really great. I mean, hitting those targets felt really easy. I don't play Rhino much, but I might play him more now. That felt really good. Like that sort of short, medium range kind of targets. I was like, wow, you're getting hit. Like, screw you, you're dying. I felt really confident using him. But here's the thing, right? They want to make Rhino more medium range kind of character, which I guess makes sense. But man, he's got high DPS. You should make it so if you're starting to do that, right? If you want to make him more accurate at medium range, in my personal opinion, I feel like you should make it way more accurate, but then also take away the damage. Not way more accurate, maybe like 20%, but take away the damage to the head, because let's be honest, the head multipliers on this minigun, if you just start getting headshots, it's ridiculous. And that spread is random, so if you get that random spread where they're all centered and hit on the head, it feels a little bit bad. Now what they're trying to do with these mercs in this patches, and this last patches, they're trying to make cards that are OP or that are just clearly better, like for example Sparks 383, and for example the Rhino card with NOS. They want to take those cards and not make them as good. So they did things like change augments. They changed Nitros. Now it gives a 40% increase to minigun barrel acceleration from 50%. So they sort of gave it a nerf, but I don't understand what they were honestly expecting. I saw some people on the forum saying that that card is useless now. I completely disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. That card is not useless at all. That card is probably the more useful one more than ever, just because it's 150 milliseconds now to spin up. it probably is more of a necessity than it was before. Because there was times where I actually felt that I wish it could go faster, spin up, especially if you're an aggressive Rhino player. Now, if you're like sitting and stuff and being like, that sounds weird, right? Being an aggressive Rhino player, because Rhino players usually position themselves to be somewhere, particularly by an aura pad, and just stare at like just one lane and just mow down anyone who's there. So the cool might be good. I can understand why people might like the cool card now, but to be honest, like all of his cards are just really bad compared to Nos. Why? Because that one also has Unshakable, and you're a Rhino, you're a pretty big target. What do I personally do when I see Rhinos on the other team? That's right, I bust out the Nader. I bust out Nader because I know I can hit them really easily. In fact, a lot of these mercs in this video, you can see there was a Nader, there was a Fletcher. They're trying to get me out with explosives, which is what you should do, but I have Unshakable. I'm taking 30% less damage. That card is just still the best card in the game. I believe that card also has Cool. Quote me if I'm wrong, but they also did where Cool no longer impacts Rhino's minigun overheat time. Regardless, Cool is a useless augment where it just should get Cool deserves its own video, but I'm just gonna say right now that it's a useless augment and it actually needs to be gone from the game. It doesn't make sense to have it in the game. So yeah, Rhino just felt really strong. It's kind of weird. I know Dario's always telling me to play Rhino, and I've never played Rhino because he's completely cheese. He just always felt like that merc where it's easy to do well with if you're good with him. Unfortunately, just like Nader, a lot of people make a lot of common mistakes with Rhino. They just keep spamming it. They don't tap to be more accurate. They don't put themselves in advantageous positions to take advantage of Rhino's minigun and take advantage of his range. So most of the time when I see Rhino players, that's why I don't mind them. I mean, even against good Rhino players, I just have to think a little bit more because they're mainly stationary, right? They're not going to be moving a lot. And a lot of like, I don't know, it's just, and now he just feels good. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I know at the end of the video I typed like, they made Rhino busted. Alright, not busted, but like, he's just really good merc to play right now. He's like, and the worst part is, like with this patch, they try to make Thunder better as an assault merc. They just made Rhino way better as an assault merc. Like, Rhino feels like an assault merc to me now, and I actually might play him more. So yeah, it's crazy. I ended up going 51-9. I'm gonna let the video run if you guys want to keep on watching it to see Rhino shenanigans. I quite enjoyed playing the game. It was kind of weird. I'm definitely gonna play him more later. It's just, I have to test out if it was just like, of course, you know, I had auras on my team, so it helps if you have a medic. And Rhino's one of those characters where you really need some coordination. You really need like a medic next to you in order to do really well. But even then, I felt like I didn't really need a medic because at some points, as you can see in the video, I don't even have a like health station by me. I'm just like straight picking them off. Like, it's, I don't know. Rhino's pretty cool now. And I played with my buddy Tofu when Rhino first got like this buff, and we started playing, and like he did pretty good too. Like, Rhino's just, he's Rhino, man. He's Rhino. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna let the video play. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and also let me know down below what you think about Rhino, or if you want me to like cover any of the other changes, or if you actually liked any of these patch notes, like if you liked how they just did all these like little balance things and all. But yeah, as always guys, Kelvin's out.
They planted C4. Defuse their C4. C4 defused. C4. C4 defused.
I've just killed 3 of you. The fact that into your deliberations.
Defuse the C4. C4 defused. C4 planted. Defuse it. C4 defused.
There's more coming up the stairs. I know. They're coming down behind us. We're all ringing. GG, boys.
Mission accomplished. Fine work.